Welcome to the show. I am Arkela Stein, your hostess. Our guest is Dr. Fred Hayes, Superintendent of Nacogdoches Independent School District. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Well, we're so glad to have you as a guest. And I understand you're here to tell us about the strategic plan.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. We have a lot of information that's going to go forth in the next month, so we're excited about it.
Well, wonderful. And you've been working on this really hard, I understand.
We have almost the entire year. We started, I believe, in August. We had some training with the board, and so now, about 10 months, 9-10 months.
9 or 10 months.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Great. Well, you have a PowerPoint that you're going to share with us today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
well,
ma'am.
Great.
All right. As I stated initially, we began to work with the board in a team of 8 training, where the 7 board members and I came together along with administrators in the district, and we sat down and discussed what do we believe as the Nacogdoches ISD, what are our beliefs, and we developed several beliefs. First thing that we wanted to stress is that our core purpose, the reason why we exist, is for teaching and learning. That's the reason why Nacogdoches ISD or any public school system exists, is teaching and learning. We should always forget that and always put that as our first belief in our school district. Going right along with that is that every employee of the district plays a vital role in the educational process, whether it's a custodian, a bus driver, a teacher, a principal, a cafeteria worker, a counselor, a police officer, anybody that you can imagine. They play a key and vital role in the education of children in our district. So we wanted to make sure that was a key belief as well.
Yes.
Third belief, all students deserve to be taught in a safe and secure environment. That kind of goes without saying. You know, we hear a lot in the media these days about things that have happened at schools, violence that occurs. So we have to make sure that our parents, when they send their children to Nacogdoches ISD, that they feel good about sending their children to our district, that they're going to be safe and that they're going to have a group of people who care about them and take care of them as we move forward and we educate their child. Another belief that we developed during that training was that the participation of parents and the community is necessary for the district to succeed at its mission. Our community and our parents are partners in the education of our young people. It can't be all on the school, and it certainly can't be all on the parent. We have to provide a partnership so that we work together, and it's kind of really a 3-part partnership if you think about it, at least 3 parts with our parents, our community, the school, and I would go so far as to say the community it encompasses churches and religious entities. So all of those work together to aid in the education of a child, and we have to work together.
So you've had quite a few community people as well as parents working on the plan with you.
We did. We had over 160 people who helped us as Nacogdoches ISD develop this plan.
Over 160?
Yes, ma'am.
Outstanding.
It's a full plan that as we work forward, what we want to say is that it belongs to the entire community. That the schools do not belong to Fred Hayes or to any individual at Nacogdoches ISD, that our schools belong to our community.
Well, how nice.
Yes, ma'am. Another belief that we have is that high expectations for everyone, students and staff, are critical to an engaged, energized, and ultimately successful district. Our students and our staff and our community, we have to have the expectations for them. We can't say that, oh, this student comes from this environment, so we're going to have less expectations for that child. We have to say that every child is worth us setting this bar high and worth us working to the realization of that goal for that student.
That's true.
Yes, ma'am. And as we move through that, we are going along, continuing with the Team of 8 training. One of the charges that we had was to develop a vision for Nacogdoches ISD. And prior to this training in August, the principals and administrators of the district had come together, and we started talking about what's the key purpose of Nacogdoches ISD. And it really was a great experience for the 30 or 40 people who were gathered at that time to work together, and our first time that we had a chance to visit together, to come up with a statement that said what our purpose was. And they developed, the administrators developed a purpose that said something along the lines of that we, as a district, we will educate and inspire everyone to achieve excellence and high achievement. Then we brought that to the board that night to say, all right, let's develop a vision for Nacogdoches ISD. What is the vision for Nacogdoches ISD? And they batted around some things throughout the process, and then we brought it back to what the administrators have developed at that training. The board liked it. They kind of fine-tuned it a little bit, but basically our vision in Nacogdoches ISD, and we start every meeting this way, is that Nacogdoches ISD will educate and inspire everyone to achieve excellence. And every word in there is key. Inspire everyone, achieve an excellence. You know, a lot of districts do a lot of good things, school districts do a lot of good things with some students. Our challenge is to do good things with every student.
Right, with all the students that's involved.
Absolutely, and that is the key, and that's what we're working on as a district, is to close that achievement gap, to raise the expectation for all students. And then in Nacogdoches ISD's mission statement that was continued to be developed by the strategic planning team and the Team of 8 training in August, is that and as far as the mission is concerned, Nacogdoches ISD will provide quality educational experiences for students to succeed in a competitive, diverse, and ever-changing society. Again, that along that statement that our students, we realize that the society is changing. We realize that our industry is changing, and that what we've got to do is to prepare our students for a world that is very competitive. They no longer are competing against students in Nacogdoches or businesses in Nacogdoches. We're competing against businesses and individuals worldwide.
Yes, that's true.
Yes,
Very true.
yes, ma'am. With the way the internet is and the way that we have two-way video, I mean, just amazing things that we didn't even think about before that we could think about now. People can have a conference call on a cell phone.
Yes, they can.
You know, it's an amazing thing, amazing world that we're moving into, and us and who are in my generation need to remember that students are technology natives.
They are.
Yes, ma'am. They almost were born with a cell phone or a computer in their hand, and we cannot forget that. We have to understand that as our students are out in the world, that the world is also becoming more diverse. You know, the world that we live in, we were raised in, typically was there were African Americans and there were Caucasians.
That's true.
And now, as we've grown through our time, now enters the Hispanic population,
Yes.
and the Hispanic population is the fastest growing population in our community. But you know, not just those groups, because we have Burmese coming in, we have other groups coming in, but our students are not just exposed to those; they're exposed to people worldwide, China, India. You know, think about when you call a call center, a lot of times what do? You get someone from India. We have to understand that that's the world that our students are going into, and that our society is ever changing. I read something the other day that said that, looking at that last line there, ever-changing society, that said that in 2010, that 60% of the jobs, the most highly sought after jobs in 2010, did not even exist in 2004.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. So we have got to prepare our students for that particular world.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, so we're excited about the plans. We're excited about the mission of Nacogdoches ISD. We're excited about the vision that we have, that we're going to educate and inspire everyone to achieve excellence. But really, we're most excited about this strategic plan.
Oh, I think it's a great plan, and you all have really worked hard on it. And involving 160 people
Yes, ma'am.
from throughout the community to the parents and the school personnel, that is outstanding.
It
Yeah.
makes me feel very proud of the
I
fact
know
that we
it
did that.
does.
Yes,
Yes. Well, let's take a break right here. We will be back in a few minutes.